The Department of Veterans Affairs is the first major federal agency to mandate COVID-19 vaccinations for frontline healthcare workers. Let me bring in now the Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Denis McDonough. Secretary McDonough, thanks for being here with us. Look, you have about 115,000 workers that you needed to get vaccinated. I think the number is about 80% already fully vaccinated. So how many does that leave that you need to get vaccinated? And do you think you'll get them all done?
Well, thanks for having me, TJ. It's a really important issue for us because we made this decision about mandating the vaccine, especially because we think that's the most important thing we can do for veterans' safety. And so we've got about 360,000 employees. The first step is a mandate on 115,000 of them, as you've said. We think that we have about 30,000 more of that 115,000 that need to be vaccinated.
Tell me what the number is, the latest you all have, and why it isn't higher.
Well, we think that well over half of the vets in the country, there's about 19 million vets in the country, about 9 million of them get their health care from us, and well over half of that number have their vaccine. And we're particularly among our most vulnerable veterans. We've been vaccinating them since back in January. So we feel good about that.
But as far as your workers, your federal workers, your employees go at the department, if they don't in that 8 weeks get vaccinated, I know that there are medical and religious exemptions, but if they just on their own don't want to get it, will they be terminated? Will they be fired? What are the disciplinary action that could come?
Yeah, good question. You know, they will face disciplinary action up to and including if necessary, removal from federal service. Now, there'll be a process to handle that. This will be carried out consistent with due process for all of our workers. But the fact is, this is the most important thing we can do for veteran safety. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're doing it. We're going to stick to our guns on this. And I'm confident that over these next 8 weeks, we'll get this taken care of. And make sure that we're taking care of our vets.
And you mentioned about 115,000, I guess, the frontline folks who deal with and work with veterans closely. But you have a larger department of 300,000 plus, I think you said. Do you see a time where eventually you will mandate vaccines for everybody at the Department of Veterans Affairs?
Yeah, you know, we've taken a series of steps so far, TJ, including about a month ago, we gave 4 hours of extra leave for anybody who proves to his supervisor that he's gotten the vaccine. Then we took this next step, which is the first step on a mandate. If we need to go to the next step to mandate it more broadly for all of our employees, we will do that. We're taking a hard look at our available authorities to do that. And we're also taking a hard look at how the uptake in the vaccine is going. And so we'll take a consistent look at that over the course of the next days, even weeks, and make some determinations on next steps. But I surely have not ruled out an expansion of the mandate.
And last thing, just here quickly, we've been talking so much about almost another pandemic of the Delta variant that's coming now. And some vaccination numbers are going up, maybe because of the Delta variant now that's been in the news so much. But I'll let you speak directly to any veteran watching, any loved one of a vet right now who still hasn't gotten vaccinated. You said a little over 50% or well over 50%. You wanted to get it up. You make the case to get in there and get vaccinated. Go right ahead.
Well, thanks so much. And I'll make two cases. One is to our vets. After all that you've done for us, this is a step that we can take to protect you. The vaccines are proven, they're effective, they're reliable, and they're available. If you have a question, please reach out to your provider at VA, to your nurses, to your docs. We'll answer your questions. I'm confident that we can answer. Then to the rest of the country, these veterans have done so much for us. They've sacrificed for us, signed up to put it all on the line for us. The one thing that we can do, each of us can do to protect our veterans is to go get vaccinated. Anytime that we are not vaccinated, we're putting at risk those we love. And in fact, we're putting at risk our veterans, our heroes who have done so much for us. I know nobody wants to do that, so go get the vaccine.
Well done. Well said as well. U.S. Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Denis McDonough. Secretary McDonough, we appreciate you spending some time with us. We'll see you down the road, all right?
Thanks so much, TJ. Appreciate you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here. to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.